Hello and welcome to the IMBA Cup review of the best plays of round 1. We got 5 replays here and hopefully people like these. So in first one we got Rambo with this really good placement of a PD. Put this thing in one of the expansion bases and a lot of things happen. Here in the distance you can see pretty huge battle, but this weapon right here just picked up many kills. Picked up quite a bit of veterancy. You can see that it was targeted with some bombs, but it kept on regenerating itself with that veterancy that it got. And yeah, you can see some mech marines running by. Pretty massive battle there, where this really held this position for Rambo for quite a long while. And eventually Cola will kill this, but it did buy Rambo quite a bit more time that he probably should have had. You can see here, hunters versus a walled PD is always a nice sight, and finally it dies. The next really good play was Voodoo with his T1 bomber. So first bomber coming out. This is the EF. He comes in to the other base here. It's Supcom. Starts killing units right away. You can see those NGs are working on some factories. Takes those out. That's really annoying. And actually 2 passes, 4 kills. It is very efficient. You can see it's getting shot by flak, but it escapes with its life. Very low health. And it is going to continue to kill, so it already shut down the land production, power production. And now we have an expanding NG here from Supcom. You can see it's still avoiding. It's very low health now. It is going to get another kill, that expanding NG. It's extremely annoying for Supcom. One of the reasons Voodoo actually did win this game. Big early advantage. You can see how it just bombed some more units, but then finally gets shot out of there for 5 massive kills for that bomber. The next play was Geek against Deathly with his NG sent out a very early NG to the middle. And started reclaiming mass and got a lot of mass for Geek. He was allowed to put his ACU back at the base, and the really cool thing about this NG is that it actually did this right next to an ACU. You can't see it in this part, but it was standing right next to Deathly's ACU, and he didn't know about it, and got nearly 3,000 mass for Geek early on, and actually survived the entire game. I'm not going to show that, but it did many good things for Geek in this one. Here you can see Deathly going into the middle, and he has no idea that there was a NG that just took half that mass already from him. You can see he started halfway, and there is an NG standing right next to him that he didn't see. So a really sneaky move from Geek. You can see here now Deathly making some anti-air, and there's the NG getting that free mass. It's always nice to get away with things like this, and this was one of the reasons Geek going on to win this one. And here we have Eisen versus Arma. Had really tough games. This one actually ended in a draw, and Arma was extremely aggressive, went in with his ACU into Eisen's base, and Arma had to run. And you can see here Arma losing quite a bit of health. Eisen has more than double actually. Eisen's probably around 12,000 here. Arma only had 4,000. However, you can see a whole bunch of tanks from Arma came in to save him in terms of health, and you can see both ACUs going down. Eisen trying to get this win, but just didn't have enough, and it was a draw. And this the last replay here, this one is Lucan's early bomber. This is first bomber. You can see this is going to be very deadly against Freshie. Gets a first kill on the first pass, gets a second kill on a second pass, and the micro here is pretty ridiculous. I mean, it's just, you shouldn't be able to drop off bombs like that. And if you're able to, this is, I mean, 4 passes, 4 successful bombs, NGs. Here's the 5th pass, 5th bomb. That's just a ridiculous efficiency. Then Lucan's gonna park this really good weapon for him for a little while, but it's definitely not done yet. Picks it back up a couple minutes later, comes in and does more damage, and that's just demoralizing here. Flying over flak, surviving, coming back, get more kills, shutting down the air production there. can't get that air factory. And even more passes. What's amazing here, on every single pass, that bomber dropped off a bomb.